out.
And the 43 car of Bobby Hamilton has crashed here in the early going. Car just off of corner number 4 near the entrance to the pit area. But Hamilton has the STP Pontiac running again.
Looks like there's some damage to the left front, Bob.
And he's also flattened the right side.
So it didn't take long for our first caution to come out here. Let's take a look at what caused Hamilton's encounter with the wall.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. The car was sideways. When he tried to correct it, it went back up and banged the wall. But another car in front of him was right down on the apron of the racetrack. So I don't know what might have happened back there.
Looks like he had a couple of encounters with the wall, and you can see there that the left rear tire is shredding as he heads for the pit area.
We'll check some speeds at the line and just see which of the cars right now are the fastest. But we have a problem on the racetrack. We see Mike Wallace up against the wall in the Spam Chevrolet. And NASCAR has thrown the caution flag.
Car up against the outside wall coming down the straightaway. Now he goes to the inside, but there is damage to the Spam car. And Mike Wallace brings out the third caution already.
As he goes by here, both right side tires are flat, and he has flattened the right side against the cement wall.
Bubba is running in 28th position when the accident occurred.
It's too bad. He needed a good run and a good finish, and he was confident that he might be able to get that here today.
Here is the replay. Let's see what happened.
Well, we don't see what caused him to get up in the wall. We see him in the wall, and we see that the 75 car gets in the back of the 81, and Greg Saxon, the 20, just about ran in the back of Rick Mast.
He sure did. He had to take quick evasive action to avoid.
Looks like it just went right. Looks like there's some debris or maybe a punctured tire or something.
Of course, that was his brother Kenny Wallace in car number 81 right behind him, so he backed off, and as Benny said, Rick Mast in the 75 didn't get backed off quite as quick. Well, we've got pit stops coming up. They've run 20.
And the driver going for 4 in a row. And there's another crash as Kyle Petty and David Green have come together. So there may be some kind of oil or something up there.
Damn it, Dennis, you gotta tell him what to do to you.
Caution is out.
Heavy damage to the Caterpillar Chevrolet of David Green. And he goes directly to the garage area to start working on the car.
And David's another driver that felt he could have a good run and a good finish here today. He's a good, smooth race driver and knows how to race this track. We can figure out what happened here.
Well, here we see the leader, Jeff Gordon, as he goes in the corner. It's almost like Dale Jarrett last fall. He goes in the corner, and all of a sudden now the car is supposed to turn left, and it just continues going right up in the wall, and we see the contact with the wall. If we'd had radio contact with him, we probably would have said, I'm in the wall.
Doesn't appear as if there's a great deal of damage to the car, though.
Maybe he just got up against the wall.
Yeah, I don't think he hit it too hard, evidently he did, because you see the right side of the car there, maybe just a little bit of a scrape there is on the door.
We see him weaving back and forth. He's trying to figure out, he's trying to figure out what in the world's wrong with the car as you see him weaving back and forth.
And then after Jeff Gordon scraped the wall up in that area of the track, then we had the crash involving Petty and Green.
Well, Kyle Petty spins out, and David Green, he's got all 4 wheels locked up, cannot get the car stopped, and right in the side of Kyle Petty.
Did you see how Earnhardt, he got by down on the inside? He was almost in that wreck.
But he did get a little bit of damage once again at this incident up in turn number 3. Kyle Petty and David Green.
And now we see
Yeah.
Kyle Petty gets banged by Chad Little in the left rear, which sends him spinning. Chad Little is able to get by. And then,
look at Brett Bodine.
Brett Bodine barely gets by, and David Green has nowhere to go.
And Bill is with David Green.
I guess I forgot we're running about 50 or 60
And Dale Jarrett's in the wall.
And I had to break to the floor and ran right into Dale Earnhardt. Problem on the track, guys.
Jarrett's in the wall, so is Robert Presley. He makes 1 complete spin, now 2 complete spins, and the car stops at the bottom of the racetrack. Not a funny situation caution for the Cartoon Network car, and again we have caution for the 5th time in just the first 48 laps, and there's Gary Bradbury.
He stops against the wall.
Well,
Boy, you talk about Darlington. You are seeing a classic Darlington race here with not only the inexperienced drivers on this track, but the best into the wall. Doyle Ford, who celebrates his 64th birthday on Wednesday, is waving the caution once again. And now the question is, how much damage, if any, was done to Dale Jarrett when he got into the wall up in 3?
I don't think he hit it too hard, Bob, but we'll see.
Same situation as Jeff Gordon. Goes in the corner, and there we see the 29 car spin. And Ricky Craven runs in the back of the 99 car. Here comes Hut Strickland by Craven. I think Jarrett's car looks about like Jeff Gordon's car. I think he's brushed the wall with the tires. He hasn't flattened it like we saw Mike Wallace's car, certainly.
Here once again from the Pennzoil copter cam. We'll take a look at this again. Presley is sideways here. Hut Strickland taking evasive action, and Ernie Irvin bobbling there as he hit the brakes.
Apparently they didn't get all the oil cleaned off up there or something. However, the lap before that, I'd clocked Jarrett at one of the fastest laps that I'd seen here today under the 32nd bracket.
There's the 19 car of Gary Bradbury, who stopped.
Got a crash coming out of turn number 2, and it looks like it's Dave Marcus.
Dave Marcus hits the wall coming out of turn 2. The car sliding to the inside, making contact with the inside wall, and the caution is waving for the 7th time this afternoon.
Boy, Jeff Burton said, doggone it, I had me a good lead at it. They might breathing down my neck. Now they're all back there just chewing and gnawing again.
22 cars on the lead lap.
Left field. His left rear tire was out of Dave Marcus's car.
Yep. So this comes just after a series of pit stops, but it is going to close up the field considerably for
Gordon at the same time.
Look, we have a car spinning. Hard contact into the backstretch inside wall. Ricky Craven and Robert Presley.
This time the car's behind Ricky. It's slow.
Rusty Wallace had to take evasive action there. He was headed right for the very badly damaged car of Presley.
Yes, there's heavy damage to both sides of Doyle Ford once again. Waves of caution.
Well, the window net is down, so that's a good sign.
Yes. Yeah, we're talking. There we see Ricky Craven. He's trying to start his car.
Once again, one of Ricky's cars has some very bad damage to it. Here it is again from our camera in turn 2.
And Presley looked like the back end just got out from under him, and Craven had committed to go down to the inside of him, and both of them just carried right into the inside wall.
It's like Craven was a victim of circumstances there, just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. And Presley limps as he gets out of the car, is helped by a NASCAR official. And the 29 car now has an engine fire.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
There the firemen get there.
Here's Bill Weber.
And we'll watch again as they come off the corner, and we just see heavy contact. It looks like one car in that crash. That's how closely tied together they were. But actually, as you can see, 2 cars, heavy contact with the inside wall. Ricky Craven and the 29 car.
He slid across the entire track at the outside wall and then came to rest in the middle of the track.
All right, let's ride along with Craven and listen.
John Kernan is with